Welcome, everyone. My name is Christopher Galt with One Place Physical Therapy. I'm excited to continue our new video series, Best of Sarasota. In this series, we spotlight the top healthcare and fitness professionals in the community, people who are truly making a difference. Today, we have an incredible guest, Souhad Chawi, ballroom dance instructor, Sarabay Dance Club. Let's dive in and hear their story. Now, Suad, I understand you've been a professional ballroom dancer and owned a business for over 35 years. What inspired you to become a ballroom dancer and then go into your business and share that gift with the world?
It started in Miami. I was in a restaurant business, and one of my customers, we were talking about dancing. And I remember I told her, I wish I can dance. And she looked at me and she said, why don't you? And I said, because I don't know how to dance and I have two left feet. And she said, well, here in America, there is schools, they will teach you this art of dancing. And I was like, anyone can learn? She said, yes, anyone. I took few lessons in Miami, and that's how the journey started.
Very nice. That's a long journey. Interesting start to your story. Who do you enjoy working with most as a dance teacher? Do you like competitive couples, social dancers, beginners getting ready to try and go for like a wedding, or people preparing for a showcase?
Actually, I like them all because beginners, they need special needs. They need someone to understand them. They need someone was in their shoes, and I was in their shoes. I was very slow learner. So I understand what they go through. I understand they need the confidence. I know how to break down every step. And then I like the competitive dancers, the one who compete. They like details. They like the intricate stuff. They want to learn about every part in their body dance, not just their feet, their body, their knees, their hips, their shoulders. Each one has a special thing. So I love them all, and I feel I can provide it.
What would you say sets your teaching style apart in the ballroom world then, since you got to involve so many different types of techniques, new beginners, competitive dancers? What do you do that sets you apart from the rest?
Well, actually, because I was a beginner, because I start with two left feet, which is a myth, and I struggled through learning, but then I found a teacher is who can break it down. And a teacher told me before, if the students cannot learn, it's your fault. So I use that in my teaching. If somebody could not learn, not because they can't, because I didn't make it simple enough and I didn't make it clear enough for them to learn, or I overload them with information and they left overwhelmed. So I am very careful with my teaching because I went through it and blamed myself for not learning. Then I found out that the teacher who overloads you with things and rush you through things and expect a lot, that's actually what destroyed the students. So the teacher responsibility is to understand the student, go down to their level and raise them up one layer at a time. They enjoy learning from me because I know where they are and I take them one step at a time and they leave every lesson learning something.
Very good. It sounds like you'd be a perfect instructor for me. I'm often told I have two left feet. So, so how do you support your dancers beyond the studio, including like recovery, any mindset work or injury prevention or physical conditioning in your approach?
Well, we always tell the students it's really important to leave with a homework first. Like every lesson, at the end of the lesson, we give them a homework, something to practice. Because, practice make perfect. But I tell them all the time, correct practice make perfect. And if you're practicing at home and you felt you're doing wrong, stop right away till you come to the next lesson and we fix it. And then we provide them with tools how to think, because it's important to think right, to produce right. Like, for example, I tell them, I use this a lot in my teaching, the mind is a cruel master, but a great servant. Now, you have to learn how to learn. It's not just learning anything. To me, it's important if you take one thing and repeat it enough, you get more results than learning 10, 15 things and get no results or be like a wishy-washy about it. So we teach them how to learn and how to take it one step at a time. And we tell them all the time, it's the quality, not the quantity. And a lot of people, they understand these little sayings, they stay in their mind. And we always tell them another saying we use a lot at the studio: if you always do what you always did, you will always get what you always got. So to me, it's important to have the right mind to learn and take journey in not just in ballroom dancing, in anything.
Good. I like that. It seems like everybody's on their own journey. You got to kind of build them up with foundational steps, and you don't move on till they have those foundational steps. Otherwise, they start either getting frustrated or they miss those steps, and that's when injuries and other things can happen at that point in time.
You cannot build on weak ground. That's why I tell them foundation. I'm glad you said that, Chris, because I tell them foundation is so important. If your foundation is weak, you cannot build on weak ground. You always can build on solid ground. You cannot build on sands. You can build on solid. So we make sure the foundation are very important.
Going into that, I understand you had a knee injury in your 30s and most recently started overcoming a back injury. How have
Yep.
those experiences influenced your teaching and dancing? What did you learn from your own rehab that you apply in the studio today?
I learned a lot because I remember when I was 30, they told me about my knee injury and they said, you're getting older. And I got so mad when I heard that. And I was like, and they gave me pills. But thank God, one of my students, she told me, Suhad, you need to go to a physical therapy. And they'll teach you how to learn about your body and to learn how to stretch. I said, stretch, what's that? So anyway, make the story short, I am glad I went to a rehab and took my first session. From the first session I took about my knee was, I was thinking to quit even dancing because of the pain in my knee. And I remember that physical therapist told me, well, your muscles all tense and that's why, and I need to teach you how to stretch. And from the first session, I can squat because I couldn't even go a little bit. And he gave me homework, he gave me exercises, and look now, I'm 68 and I'm still teaching, and no surgery, no nothing. And then when my back was hurt, it's the same thing. I went to one place, and you, Dr. Chris, helped me a lot with my back, and I thought I have a problem with my back, but you told me your muscles are weak, you're getting older, you're losing muscle mass, and nothing wrong with you. You just need to strengthen these muscles. And guess what? My back muscles are getting stronger. I feel better, and I feel I can teach till 98. Another 30 years to go. So I really learned through rehab is really you learn more and deeper about your body and how to strengthen the muscles around it instead of settling for pills and surgery. And we don't know, but we have the miracle in our body that is, if we know how to use it, and we have professional helping us and guiding us how to do it right, it changes everything. Like I feel like now stronger than ever, and I want to make my back even stronger than now.
And you did a great rehab. You took a hold of understanding different muscles you had to work. You helped me understand different movements you had to go through as a dance instructor and a professional dancer. So it really helped guide me to say, like, oh, these are the areas we need to work with. And you really took hold of that and did really well with your exercise through the commitment that you would expect from your students too. So that was great. Now that you've gotten back into the dancing, basically pain-free, do you view ballroom dance as a form of rehab itself? And through that, have you seen dance actually help people rehabilitate themselves?
Dancing helped them a lot to recover, helped them to understand more about their body, their core center. Ballroom dancing helped them through their balance and understanding how muscles work. Even the mind is so important. If you have any doubts, if you have fear, it'll affect your movement. It'll affect everything on the dance floor. So we have a lot of students, even doctors send them to us to rehabilitate through balance, for their mind, for their spirit even. Everything get engaged, physically, mentally, and spiritually.
So you made a great point there with the dance, how it incorporates not only the balance, but the strength and endurance, and even mindfulness being involved. So it incorporates all aspects of the body. I think it's a great way to get people being active, healthy, stress relief, and really maintain and improve their balance that some people may not think that dance offers. So what is one thing that you think is often misunderstood about ballroom dance or dance instructions that you wish they knew? Any myths or truths that surprise new dancers?
Yeah, the biggest one we get is people call me, I have two left feet, or I am not Latin, I don't have Latin blood, or I don't have background dance experience, and they think they're born with it or not. And that's the myth that's always going on. And we tell them, we take you one step at a time, and we show you it's learning to dance is like learning a language. We start you with the alphabets. And after the alphabets, we use words. Then after that, we use a sentence. And in dancing, it's the same technique. We start with the four basic elements, and then we start how we put these elements together and make patterns. And after that, we put the patterns together, which make a sentence. And we show people how you transition from one move to another, and without being born with it or two left feet, there is no such a thing. And I thought the same thing. So I don't point fingers. I really thought you have to be born with it, and you have to be Latin, or just you're gifted. But if I can learn, anyone else can learn.
Well, you give me hope then that maybe one day I can learn dance. I always want the day I can go to a nice party, a wedding, and I can get up and actually dance and look like I know what I'm doing.
So you will be my testimony then. If I can teach you how to dance, oh my gosh.
We could be before and after and show that it truly works and that anybody can truly learn.
Yes, actually, we have that special for 37 years here in Bradenton. The special is for beginners that never danced before. You get 3 lessons for $39, and each lesson is like 25 minutes long, just to show you that anyone can learn. And so far, I've been teaching 40 years. I did not have one student could not learn. And why? Because I blame myself. If you don't learn, it's my fault. That's mean I didn't make it simple enough, and I didn't make it clear enough. And if you're not learning in 3 lessons, the basic, the foundation, I tell you I'm not the right teacher for you. So really, our specials going on here for people never danced before, they love it. They say, I always hear this the last 35 years. I wish I came to you a long time ago. And that is never too late. We have people from 10 years old we taught to my oldest was 99. And we have another special for people who have a little experience with dancing. And if you buy 3 lessons, you get the fourth one free. It's just to show you the way of our teaching, how we take you one layer at a time, one dose at a time, and we build you up. It's like what I said earlier. You cannot build on a weak ground.
One last question before we get to it. When people talk about as a teacher, what do you hope they say? What impact do you want to leave on your students when they leave your class?
I wish I can come every day. I wish I can win the lotto so I can lesson every day. This is like the biggest compliment for me. They want to be here. They see the results. They want to come back. They want more. And I love it when they said, I'm not just learning about dancing, I'm learning about life, because life is a dance. And to me, when I hear words like that, I wish I can come every day and train with you, because when they come here, it's not about just steps. They learn about steps. They learn how to think. The music release endorphins in you. And if you have a partner, you enjoy movement with them. I know a lot of people, they tell me, I wish I can dance.
That's great. I love when people want to come back and continue to see and work with you, knowing that you're having such a positive impact on them. And dance is one of those things. I don't think anybody can dance anger. It's a great way to manage your stress, get exercise, and like you said, release endorphins and just feel really good about themselves. So if people want to work with you, how do they get in touch with you?
Our number is 941 That's the best way. Or they can text on that number. And if they need information, they can text me and I can call them back. And the best things we do here, we give the students what they want. If they want for wedding, we do wedding. If they want social, we do social. If they want to be competing, we direct all the lessons towards competing. So it's really a fun start and the way to introduce ourselves and to see if this is the right studio for them or not.
Great, Suhad. Thank you so much for taking your time with us and showing us why you're truly the best of Sarasota. Enjoy the rest of your day. Thank you.
Thank you so much. I really enjoyed talking to you, and I hope that will inspire someone and bring them to the fun and dance.